Hello all, welcome to Paritranaya. In this video, we shall discuss about what is change in government. Very often we hear this, so that there was a change in the government at the center and there was a change at government at the state. So what is this change in government? Generally, a change in government occurs once in 5 years. So once in 5 years, when we go for election, either Lok Sabha election or MLA election, there will be a change in government at the central level and change of government at the state level. But apart from the normal 5 years, there are chances that sometimes in between, within these 5 years, there can be change of government. So hence, it is very much important for us to understand the meaning of change of government. So first, we shall discuss about the both change of government at the center as well as state. So at the center level, first we need to understand what is government. Then we can discuss or we can understand what is change in government. So very often we get confused when we say government, whether IAS officers and IPS officers are part of government. Yes, they are part of government. So when we say change of government, whether IAS officers and IPS officers will get changed? No. So generally we call them as executives. Okay, we call them as executives, and in case of executives, there are two different types of executives. One are permanent executives, other are non-permanent executives. So IAS and IPS officers, they are permanent executives. Then who are the non-permanent executives? Non-permanent executives are ministers. Non-permanent executives are ministers. So whenever we say change in government, it means change in the ministry. Change in the ministry. So before that, we shall understand what is government. So government at the central level, when we call central government, so what we are referring? We are referring to Council of Ministers plus Prime, which is headed by Prime Minister. Council of Ministers plus Prime Minister, together we call them as central government. Central government. So here we are only referring to what? Non-permanent executives. So these people, they are called as non-permanent executives. Council of Ministers plus Prime Minister. Plus Prime Minister. So just as an example I have taken, so let us assume we have 39 ministers in our Council of Ministers. So one Prime Minister. So totally 40 members. So these 40 members together, we call it as central government. We call it as central government. So these 40 members, how did they become ministers? They became ministers because they enjoyed the support of majority of the members in the Lok Sabha. So who will form the government? The party which enjoys majority in the Lok Sabha will form the government. So what is that majority? So in Lok Sabha we have 545 seats. 545 seats. So 445 divided by 2, 272 plus 1. So in order to form a government, we require support of 273 Lok Sabha MPs. 273 Lok Sabha MPs. So if more than 273 or more than 273 MPs extend support, then a government can be formed. A government can be formed. Now I considered a scenario here. So among the 545 Lok Sabha MPs, let us assume there are 300 BJP MPs, 100 Congress MPs, 50 JDS MPs, 50 Trinamool Congress MPs, 25 JDU MPs, and 20 NCP, Nationalist Congress Party MPs. This is just an imaginary example. So here, who can form the government? The party which has more than 273 seats. If you look at Congress, it cannot form. JDS, no. TMC, no. Whether all together, Congress plus JDS plus TMC plus JDU plus NCP together, can they form the government? No. Even if you add all these numbers, 100 plus 50 plus 50 plus 25 plus 20, so you will get 245. But what is the magic number required? 273. So even all of them together, they cannot form a government. But in here, we have a clear majority for BJP. It has got 300. Required is 273. It has 300. So definitely, BJP party can form a government at the center. So when I say formation of government at the center, among these 300 members, 40 members will be chosen, okay, chosen to become ministers. So among these 300 minus 40. So these 40 members, what happened? 39 members will become normal ministers, and one person will become prime minister. So this is called as formation of government at the center. Formation of government at the center. So totally we have 545 Lok Sabha MPs. Among them, 300 MPs belong to BJP, so that's why BJP government can be formed at the center. Among these 300 MPs, 39 are ordinary ministers and one is prime minister. So all together we call it as government. Okay, this is called as government at the center. Next, similarly at the state level, let us consider example of Karnataka. So let us consider Karnataka as an example. So similarly, here at the state level also we have Council of Ministers, which is headed by Chief Minister. So I have just taken an example. So in Karnataka we have totally 30 ministers. Among those 30 ministers, one is 29 are ordinary ministers and one is Chief Minister. So together we call them as what? State government. Council of Ministers headed by Chief Minister, we call them as state government. So again, here we are referring only to non-permanent executives, not to permanent executives like IAS and IPS officers. Now here also, in order to form this government, we require 30 members. So from where this 30 members will come? From Legislative Assembly. So in Parliament, in Lok Sabha, we saw there were 545 members. But when it comes to Legislative Assembly, it varies from state to state. So in Karnataka, Legislative Assembly has 224 members. So in order to form a government, we require support of how many members? 224 divided by 2, we get 112 plus 1. Okay, so we require support of 113 MLAs to form a government at the state level at Karnataka. So again, I have taken an imaginary situation wherein BJP has got 120 seats, Congress has got 90 seats and JDS has got 14 seats. Who can form the government? Only BJP can form the government because it has got more than 113 seats. BJP can form the government. Congress independently, it cannot form the government. Congress plus JDS both together, we get just 104. So both together also, they cannot form a coalition government. So only BJP can form the government. So among these 120 members, 30 members will become ministers. So among them, 29 will become ordinary minister and one will become chief minister. So this is called as government formation at the state level. So what we saw government formation at the central level, government formation at the state level. At the central level, we require support of 273 MPs. At state level, for example, for the state of Karnataka, we require support of 113 MLAs. Okay, 113 MLAs. So this was about government formation. Next, we shall see what is. Okay, so whenever we say government formation, what happens? All these members, they'll take oath. Who will take oath? Chief Minister will take oath. Next, ministers will also take oath. As soon as the Chief Minister takes oath, then the government has been formed. So this is government formation. Government and government formation. Next, what is change of government? Now let us assume we have Council of Ministers. We'll be having Home Minister, we'll be having Defense Minister, and we'll be having Finance Minister. There are many ministers at the central level. So all of them, the head is Prime Minister. Now let us assume person A, presently he is Home Minister. Person A. So this person, he resigns. Okay, he resigns. So person B takes charge. So now we'll get a new Home Minister. So the new Home Minister, what he will do? So he will take oath. Okay, only person B will take oath. So whether other ministers, the ministers of Ministry of Defense and Ministry is holding the portfolio of Finance Minister, will they take oath? No. The only person who has been replaced, okay, only he will take oath. Person A has resigned, person B has taken the charge, only person B will take the oath. Okay, so this is not called as change of government because one minister has been replaced by another minister. Okay, so here we will not call it as change in government. It is not called as change in government. Now we'll take another scenario. Change of Chief Minister. Here again we have Chief Minister, Home Minister, Defense Minister, Finance Minister. Now if you want to replace CM, So person A is CM now presently. I want to make person B as CM. Presently person A is CM. I want to make person B as CM. So can we make CM to resign and person B to take the charge? Yes, we can do it. But here lies the main what problem? Whenever chief minister resigns, it is equivalent to resignation of the entire council of ministers. Very important. So when CM resigns, equal to resignation of entire council of ministers. So it means when CM resigns, it is equivalent to fall of government. So when a new person takes charge, let us assume person B takes charge, he becomes a CM. Okay, CM. So here all the ministers have to take oath again, even if the same members continue. It means the new person who has become CM, he will take oath. But along with him, the other members who are part of the council of ministers, they have to take oath again. Now let us assume person C, person D, person E, person C, person D, person E. So when person A was chief minister, they were the respective home ministers, defense minister and finance minister. Next, when person B becomes chief minister, if we want to continue with the same person C, person D and person E itself, even in this case also, this person C, person D and person E, they have to take oath. Okay. So this is called as change of government. Okay. What is change of government? Whenever chief minister resigns, automatically the council of ministers, they get it gets dissolved. Council of ministers. So a new council of ministers have to be formed. So even if the previous council of ministers itself want to continue also, they have to take the oath once again. So this is called as change of government. Okay, change of government. Now next question arises, whenever there is a change of government, whether it should be a change of party as well. For example, now BJP is in power. Let us assume BJP is in power. So it has formed the government. So whenever there is a change of government, so whether it is necessary that the next government which is being formed, it should be either from the Congress or other party? Not necessary. Okay. So within BJP itself, with a single party itself, we can form a government multiple times. So as it happened in Karnataka. So in Karnataka, first we had B.S. Yediyurappa as chief minister. Next, later on, the charge was given to Basavaraj Bommai. Okay. So in this case, even though the party remained the same, BJP party remained in power, but there was a change in government because the chief minister resigned and the new chief minister took charge. Okay. So this is about the government and change in government. Okay. Change in government. And government change can happen normally either after 5 years or even in between if the need arises. Okay. So in this way, similarly in the subsequent videos, we will be discussing about all the other important topics related to polity. For all our further updates, subscribe to our channel and hit on the bell icon. Thank you.